guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought I would talk about what it's like to be shy and a couple of things to maybe make that a little easier. So I'm a pretty shy person in real life, believe it or not. If you've seen me in person, you may notice that I don't talk a whole lot. I observe people and I will rarely disagree with anybody in a large group setting. But once I warm up to people, then of course I start talking more. I will stop observing everything that they do and I'll feel comfortable to give my opinions about things. But there are things that make me take a little bit longer to warm up to certain people. And these are those things. So the first one is them also being shy. It's so difficult to get to know somebody who is also shy or awkward. You both have the same roundabout tactics that just prevent you from getting to know each other. In many cases, I've managed to force myself to warm up a little bit quicker, but that's mostly I think it's an empathy thing where I know how uncomfortable they're feeling, so I try to make them feel better because I am too much of an empath. So I can usually do this when it seems like the other person may be more shy than I am. Then I'm able to just charge through it and try my best to make it comfortable for the two of us. The second kind of person that is difficult for me to warm up to is people who overshare and just talk a lot. Now, even somebody who's not shy or awkward could find these kind of people to be difficult to get to know because you are prohibited from saying a lot about yourself. And the more that you get to talk about yourself, the more you feel like that person knows you and you know them. So you'll get to know a lot about this person who keeps talking and letting you know about their day, their life, their feelings, their thoughts, but you don't get to say a lot about your feelings, your thoughts, your opinions, and that makes you feel like they don't know you. So for me, that kind of person is really difficult to warm up to because I warm up to people when I feel like they know me. It's not so much me knowing them, it's them knowing me. So I'll warm up to somebody when I feel like they've learned enough about me that like I don't need to be fearful of their judgment anymore. So yeah, those are the two types of people that I find my shy and awkwardness to be a big challenge. I think it takes a lot of energy out of me to try to socialize with those two types of people because I'm constantly thinking about how I can overcome my shy and awkwardness to either appease them or to get to know them or for them to get to know me. But even if you know people from these two categories that are a challenge to get to know or challenge to warm up to, I guess, they're still people. They're worth it. It just could take longer. And in many cases, they are worth the challenge of getting to know. Now, I'm not a big center of attention kind of person, and because I'm nervous around people, I've thought of just a couple tricks and tips that have helped me over the years. I used to hate small talk. I found it to be very boring and unsatisfying, which I still tend to think, but it's a very important form of communication. It's a chance for you to communicate with little to no judgment because what you're saying is not really that significant, to be quite honest. What do you do for work, or what are your weekend plans, are some pretty common small talk topics. And they're much easier than talking about opinions or politics or the meaning of life, which I find very interesting. But when I'm first starting to get to know somebody, I can't just jump in and be like, hey, these are my thoughts, because I'm shy and uncomfortable and I just won't do it. So small talk is a way to get there eventually. Take note of when you're feeling awkward and shy in a situation and stay where you are. if you're being introduced to 3 new people and your friend goes to the bathroom, now you don't know these 3 people, don't just leave and walk away. Try. Stand there, even if you don't say anything and you listen to these 3 people talk, make yourself be in that situation, because the more that you do it, the less uncomfortable you're going to feel the next time it happens, because you know that nothing terrible is going to happen. It's just a little uncomfortable. So exposing yourself to these kind of situations might lower your anxiety about them potentially happening again. And my last tip, which I still find very difficult to do myself, is to stop overanalyzing yourself. I can genuinely say that I can't think of a time that my best friend said something so stupid that my opinion or the people around us, their opinion changed of her. I can't think of one time that she said something that was just like, everybody in this room is judging you right now. I can't. I don't have one. But I can think of at least 10 stupid things that I've said that I look back on and I'm like, oh my God, all those people in that room constantly think about this as this terrible girl who embarrassed herself in a huge room of people, which probably is not the case, and I get it. But the more that I overanalyze it, the more that I build it up to be something that it wasn't. Like, you can say stupid stuff, people are gonna either remember it or forget it. And if they remember it, so what? If they're still in your life, then it obviously wasn't that big of a deal, and it's probably something that you need to learn to laugh at rather than feel anxiety over, which is so much easier said than done, I understand. But I think that would be the next step, is to be able to laugh at yourself and stop overanalyzing. It's incredibly difficult to be shy and awkward. I know I am those things, but there are so many ways that you can learn to help with it and to deal with it so it's not as crippling. Those are just 3 examples, and there are so many more. If you guys want some examples of how I have been shy and awkward in my lifetime, that'll be for a different video. But for now, thanks for watching and see ya!